Happy Monday, and thank you for joining me for another edition of Never Miss a Monday, where I try to provide thanks and encouragement to someone who deserves it. You know, a few weekends ago, in watching NFL football, I watched as multiple games ended on a last-second blocked field goal. Now, the reality is that rarely ever happens. So to happen in one Sunday on multiple games is a little unheard of. But it happened, and I'm sure the fans of those teams were going crazy on one end as a team who blocked it, and on the other end, upset because their field goal got blocked, because it rarely ever happens. But even in doing so, it made me think more about just those play and how we as humans, it's kind of human nature to be obsessed with that last second play, that buzzer beater, the play that ends the game. It's a walk-off home run. Whatever sport you can think of, there's always the ability to have that moment. But I think too often we get so caught up in those last second plays that we forget that that is just one play. And while that play may have been needed to be made at that moment in the game, did that play truly win the game? For instance, in all those games where the field goal was blocked at the last moment, what would have happened if, say, a lineman would have missed a block that ended up actually becoming a first down when they made the block in the middle of the game? What would have happened if, instead of catching a pass, a receiver dropped a pass in the second quarter, and that scoring drive then turned into a punt? What would have happened if the field goal kicker had gotten a field goal blocked earlier in the game, as opposed to making a field goal earlier in the game, and the score is different at that moment when the game is coming to an end? You see, all of these plays are important, but because they're small incremental plays throughout a longer game, we tend to overlook them. It's human nature. Don't blame yourself, but you should be aware. So my question to you is, how often in your daily life are you overlooking those incremental plays leading toward your goal? How often are you so fixated on what you're trying to get to that you're not giving yourself credit for the first down in the second quarter, for the catch for 5 yards that gives you a second and short? How often are you not giving yourself credit for that base hit to start the game that gets you on base and gives your teammates a chance to get an RBI? You see, all of those things count in winning the game. So I ask you to pay attention to the small wins. Pay attention to the little plays, even if they aren't game winners, because they all make a difference. That's all I have for you guys today. As always, I encourage each and every one of you to never miss an opportunity to get thanks to encouragement and never miss a Monday. Happy Monday, everybody.